Hey there, Tad Hargrave from marketingforhippies.com. Good to have you here. So today's thought, your sales funnel is a way that you help your clients get ready to work with you. Your sales funnel is a way that you can help the people who want to work with you become ideal clients. I just had a conversation with one of the clients who's in my mentorship program, and she does empowerment work with women, and she had somebody fly all the way from the UK to California to work with her. And this woman was a dream to work with, had great results. And I reflected back to her, I said, everything you're saying about this woman, she'd be what I would call an ideal client. Somebody who fits in your big circle, the general sense of who you want to work with. A lot of people talk about this perfect customer, your avatar, whatever, but she sounds like she's a real example. So I'd be reflecting on what it was about her. And ideally, that'd be the only kind of person you work with, is somebody who's really an ideal client, who's a perfect fit for you. But of course, here's the challenge with that. Not everyone who comes to you is going to be that. And there's actually there may not be, who knows if there are enough of them, but tricky to find them. And a lot of people may come to you kind of 50% there, 60, 70% there, 80%, 90%, but not 100%. And so, especially when you're starting out, very difficult to just say, no, I'm only going to work with people who are 100% fit. And if you're even 1% off, I'll kick you out. So there's two things happening here. One is on your website in the About You page, where you, not your bio, but a page where you describe your ideal client. You can write this up so that your ideal client would read it and know. You can put this in your sales letters. When you talk on stage, you can talk about this. Who's your ideal client, so that people will get a sense and know. And even people who aren't a perfect client, if they get a sense of your point of view, your philosophy, your niche, people will still sometimes say, look, I'm not a total perfect fit, but I love what you're about and what you're saying, so can I work with you? So there's that. There is a kind of passive filtering that this can be doing in the background. But then number two, and this is the thing I want to talk about in this video, is let's say somebody comes to you and they're 60% your ideal client. They're kind of moving in that direction, but they're not totally ready. This is why you have a sales funnel. The sales funnel is, I've talked about this in another video, which I'll link below, sales funnel or capillary system. But let's just say on the periphery of working with you, there are all these free things, videos, ebooks, quizzes, podcasts, ways that people can check you out. And those are usually going to be video, written, audio, or quizzes, one of those four usually. And then they take a step in. Maybe there's like a group call that they could do with you. There's a 30-day program, a 6-week program that's virtual, where there's really not much connection with you. Or even actually a step before that, there could be a home study program where there's literally no live time of yours. And then you could move to a live group program. Then there might be also live workshops. But at a certain point, there's the one-on-one work. And so you could think of it as, part of it is that structure, that kind of capillary system there, if you're the heart in the middle of it, is filtering people so that only the right people get to the heart of it. But it could be a way to help people become more of an ideal client. So whatever you think your ideal client is, let's say one of the qualities you want is that these are people who know how to take responsibility for their lives, as a simple thing. Not simple, but so it could be that some of your earlier programs are designed to help people take responsibility for their lives. You know what I'm saying? So by the time they go through a few tiers and they show up, that's really embodied in them now. They've got it. They're really working on that. To look at it another way, if there was let's say the quality you want is that you like clients that can say no, and set up their boundaries even with you, so that you can trust them, because maybe the work you're doing is kind of risky and you need to be able to trust that they're going to be able to set their own boundaries. Well, most people can't. But so then some of your earlier programs could be about learning how to say no, learning how to speak truth to power. That could be actually the whole point of some of your earlier programs. So if you see what I'm saying, your sales funnel or your capillary system, however you think about it, is not just designed to filter, but it's also designed to support them in becoming more of the kind of ideal client that you want. So when it comes to one-on-one work, when it comes to the much more intimate stuff or mentorship programs or group things, those people are already in a place to work with you even better. They're already in a place where they're a dream to work with. And then if you find you're getting a lot of people in these more one-on-one or mentorship type situations who aren't a fit, then you can go back through your sales funnel. You can go back through the architecture of your business and ask yourself, what can I add here or subtract that would help the people who ultimately show up towards the heart of things to work with me to be a better client. So I hope that makes sense. I'm open to any questions you have about that. You can put them below. Thank you so much.